Now it is necessary to inquire further what this intellectual nature is, by virtue of which such operations take place. And at first it appears that it is not good and praiseworthy, for it is not the well-disposed understanding of anyone to offer patronage to some things which are contrary to virtue, and this is done in arts of this kind. For they are generally made to procure adulteries, thefts, murders, and other such evils. Hence those who use these arts are called sorcerers. Nature, therefore, is not well disposed according to the intellectual power on which such arts are based. Again, it is not an understanding well disposed according to family virtue, and to offer patronage to criminals and not to any of the best men. And this kind of art is generally used by evil men. It is not therefore the intellectual nature by whose aid these arts are effective that is well disposed according to virtue. Still, the understanding is well disposed to bring men back to those things which are the proper goods of men, which are the goods of reason. Therefore, to lead away from these by dragging them down to some of the smallest goods is the understanding indecently disposed. But by means of such arts, men do not gain any progress in the goods of reason, which are knowledge and virtues, but in certain little things, as in the discovery of thieves and the detection of robbers and the like. Therefore, the intellectual substances, with the help of which these arts make use, are not well arranged according to virtue. Further, in the operations of the aforesaid arts, there appears a kind of illusion and irrationality, for such arts require a man who is not attracted to sexual matters, since they are generally used to win illicit intercourse. But in the operation of the well-disposed intellect, nothing appears unreasonable and different from itself. Therefore, these arts do not use the patronage of the intellect, which is well disposed according to virtue. In addition, he is not well disposed according to his understanding, who is provoked by some crimes committed to help someone, and this is done in these arts. For some in the execution of them are read to have killed innocent children. Therefore there are no good intellects by whose help these things are done. Again, good self-understanding is the truth. Therefore, since it is good to bring good, it seems that every intellect is well disposed to lead others to the truth. But in the operations of magicians, most things are done by which people are played with and deceived. The understanding, therefore, whose help they employ, is not well arranged according to custom. Still, a well-disposed understanding is attracted by the truth, in which it delights, but not by lies. But the magicians in their invocations use certain lies, with which they attract those whose help they use, for certain impossible things are threatened, such as that, unless he who is invoked brings help, the invoking will crush the sky or bring down the stars, as Porphyry relates in his letter to Anabon. Those intellectual substances, with the help of which the operations of the magicians are accomplished, do not seem to be well arranged according to the understanding. Further, it does not seem that he who has the intellect is well disposed, so that, if he is superior, he submits to the ruler as if he is inferior. Now the Magi call upon those whose help they use supplicatingly, as if they were superiors. But when they have arrived, they command them as if they were inferiors. Therefore they do not seem to be in any way well disposed according to the understanding. By these things the error of the Gentiles, who attributed such operations to the gods, is excluded.